I've spent my career helping people find the right home, but what I've learned is that the real stories, the ones that move us, live beyond the door. I'm Brad Hansen, and this is Beyond the Door, where we sit down with people shaping our communities, redefining our success, and opening up about what really matters. Today on Beyond the Door, we're talking about business leadership and the people shaping the future of our local community. My guest is Alyssa Saas, CEO of the Maple Valley Black Diamond Chamber of Commerce, an organization that plays a key role in supporting local businesses, building relationships, and driving growth within our region. Alyssa is at the center of it all, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for small businesses, and helping create the kind of community where people and the ideas can thrive. We'll talk about what it takes to lead in that space, the challenges that local businesses are facing today, and why connection is more important than ever. This is a conversation about leadership, impact, and the power of showing up for your community. Welcome to Beyond the Door. This is Alyssa Saas.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Alyssa, take me back to the beginning. What led you to this role, and when did you realize that you wanted to be in a position where you're helping lead and support the entire business community?
Well, let me just kind of give you a little bit of context and background for me. I worked in the telecom industry for 13 years, and that's a lot of data processing, and I ended up working remote for the last 5, 6, 7 years of that time. And I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a kind of a turning point for me. Kids were grown. I was working home alone. It was quiet. And I'll never forget turning my chair around. And I thought, there's more for me in this life than this. This season of my life is done. I want to go out and make an impact. I want to lead and work with people. And within a few months' time, my situation had come to an end, and it was time to find something new. And you know, a lot of times when a situation is right, when it just happens, the timing lines up perfectly. And somebody who loves you can recognize, I know the perfect fit for you. And within 2 weeks, I was working at the chamber from the day I separated with my other company.
It's like the chamber found you.
Yes. And it just felt like a magical moment where I had a servant's heart. I knew I wanted to make an impact in my community, and I have been given every resource to be able to do that.
A lot of people hear Chamber of Commerce, but don't really fully understand the impact. What is something you wish more people knew about the Chamber and what it actually does behind the scenes?
This is such a great question because it's so complex. I can literally be looking for a sponsor for a porta potty, which I just did 10 days ago, and then getting in my car, driving to Olympia to advocate for our businesses with one of our state legislators. So we're jack of all trades. I think I would love for the community to know that we are a nonprofit. We don't work for the city. We're not supported by any one entity. We're out here fundraising and doing the things that nonprofits do to thrive. But at the same time, we're there to see our small business community be a place that's prosperous and connected and feel like they're not on an island all by themselves.
Love it. Love it. You know, you're working closely with business owners every day. What are some of the biggest challenges that you're seeing right now, and where are you seeing the opportunity?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I think it goes without saying where the challenges are. We live in a state that makes it difficult
for small businesses
to thrive, whether it's minimum wage going up, taxes going up, the cost of just doing business, you know, food costs, whatever it is, whatever industry you're in. It's really difficult. And margins are getting slimmer and slimmer for all businesses across all industries. And we're seeing it. But I'm hopeful in the fact that we live in this amazing community where people care. They want to take care of their small businesses. They want to spend their dollars here. They recognize the importance of it. And then tremendous opportunity in the fact that our community is growing. Our neighbors to the south of us in Black Diamond, we're looking at 4,000 to 5,000 new neighbors within the next few years, and all the business and opportunity that comes with that. So we have a lot to look forward to.
I love it. I love it. I agree that there's a place for small businesses to thrive here in Maple Valley and
Absolutely.
Black Diamond, and I think that you can feel that being received by the residents that live here. Like
Yes.
everyone will choose a small business over a big business any day of the week.
Absolutely. And
And I
part
think
of the chamber, I think, part of some of the sweetness of what we do is we want to put our local businesses, who they are as businesses, out in front of our community. The fishing derby, for instance, is such a great example of that.
For sure.
When you're there with your families, look around, look at those banners. Those are businesses that have said, yes, sign me up. I want to support this event. That's what it's all about for us, right?
Well, I think too that a lot of the small businesses don't have the capital for marketing, and so when they can get into a community impactful event to get in front of the largest audience at a lower cost because of the chamber, it does help them create exposure, which is what, of course, what every small business is struggling with.
Absolutely. We have a business here in town. This particular owner owns 2 locations. And he'll call me every year, and I don't hear much from him besides when it's time to renew, that sort of thing. But his heart was so pure and lovely when I got to speak with him. And it was, I just want the community to know that I'm here, that I'm a local business owner, and that I care.
Sure.
And if that just means having my banner up, then I'm for that.
Your role is built around connection. What have you learned about relationships, whether in business or life, that most people overlook?
I don't necessarily know if people are going to overlook things about relationships, but one of my mantras is people care when they know how much you care.
Sure.
And I think in the busyness of our lives and sometimes the stress, sometimes it's easy to forget this, what we're all going through. And sometimes I have to take a step back, take a deep breath, and realize to have patience and have grace for people, because we're all going through struggles. And that's even hard for me sometimes. But just to remember on the day-to-day to take a deep breath and give people grace.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right. If we went beyond the door of your title and the role for a minute, what drives you personally? What impact do you want to have on the community over time?
You know, I think back to the people who have led the chamber in the past. Like, those are some huge shoes to fill. We've got
Absolutely.
Sue Van Ruff, right? Like
100%.
the goat of chambers.
Yeah.
And I often ask myself, what would Sue do?
Sure.
Right? I want to leave a legacy that she did. You know, she created the chamber. She shaped what it should look like and how it impacts small business. But the other thing I recognize is that the different leaders within this role have had their different flair. You know, Erica was very big into advocacy. So I'm still, even 2 years in, discovering what's my role, what legacy do I want to leave. And I think because I'm such a people person, I want to create connection. I want to create the chamber as a place where businesses have a place to come when they feel alone, when they need support. I want to create this place where we're the first call you make when you have a problem, whether you need maybe some sort support with us contacting the city or advertising or whatever it may be. I want us to be that resource.
Yeah. It's interesting because when I think about real estate, I think about real estate agents being the connectors in the housing community, right? Like, we are the pillar that feeds the painter or the lender or the title or, you know, whatever is going around home. You're doing that for small business, and I think that you're doing it at a very, very high level.
Thank you. Well, we're really trying, and every day we learn something new, and, you know, it's just progress towards perfection.
I love it. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This was great.